Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura, and today we are going to be taking a look at the MBT-70, also referred to in Germany as the KPZ-70. Main Battle Tank US-German Joint Project. Now, it is the failed predecessor of the Leopard 2 and the M1. They decided not to go with it for whatever reason. There are prototypes that actually exist. Its gun did fire. It was capable of firing missiles and cannon rounds. At one point, they did attempt to equip it with a 120mm cannon. Didn't work out. It also has a 20mm secondary and a 7.62 machine gun. Because more DACA. It's reasons. So, why wasn't this tank actually used? Well, first off, because of the location of the driver, when the turret moved, he got disoriented where he was. Because they put everyone inside the turret, including the driver. This wasn't a good idea. Lots of problems with the ammunition. Similar to the Sheridan's XM81 gun launcher, this thing also proved to be problematic. The US was convinced 152mm gun that fires missiles too. And the Germans were like, nope. And it was getting really freaking heavy, guys. That's why this thing failed. It was getting really heavy. By the end of the development cycle, when they finally stopped development, the final model weighed 60 tons. There are bridges that it would be required to cross that could not do it. In addition to the fact that you basically, in order to operate the vehicle, had to have a master's degree in engineering. Because, to quote Senator James W. Fulbright, you needed a master's degree in a technical institute would be required to drive this thing. So it was finally canceled because at this point it was 5 times the cost projected per unit. In addition to the fact that it had already been so far over budget that it wasn't even funny. The US had dumped $303 million into a tank that wasn't going to work. So yeah, altogether there are 14 prototypes. Some of them have been transferred to museums, others have been scrapped. There you go. That's this tank's service record. Not a stellar start to what we're going to be reviewing today. Let's take a look at it versus other Tier 6 main battle tanks, which a lot of which are prototypes. So we have the MBT-70. We have the Leopard 2. The XM1, which oddly enough started development around the same time as the MBT-70 was still in development. And we have the T-72A. Alright, so all these tanks are loaded with their Sabo round. I have adjusted the commander. The crew here is not stellar. So, let's take a look. Against the T-72A, you have higher alpha, higher penetration, lower damage per minute because your gun takes for freaking ever to reload. You have better hull armor and better sloped hull armor, by the way. Just saying. On the front, on the sides, this thing has no side armor. Not only that, the T-72A has applique skirts and will also get explosive reactive armor. The MBT-70 won't. The turret is actually weaker. And if you are above this tank, pointed down, you do have a distinct chance of penetrating through the turret by reducing the turret's angle. Special note. You are faster than the T-72A, but you will lose the vision game in this tank. It's a thing. You have better gun depression, though. Higher turret traverse, and a higher hull traverse, might I add, as well. Much longer reload, less accuracy, but you aim it quicker for some reason. I haven't quite ever figured that one out, why this thing aims that fast, but we'll take it. Do remember that this thing is fully upgraded and this T-72 is not. Fully upgraded, the T-72A might be showing us up. Allow me to show you this. So fully upgraded on the T-72A. Alright, we'll get the other tanks in a minute. It does actually have a higher alpha and penetration with its sabot round. And it already fires faster, so we know its DPM is higher. More importantly, T-72A gets ERA. This does not. He does. So, overall, T-72A, probably the better brawling tank. This is more your kind of poke out, blast them, and get the fuck back before you get blown up yourself. Compared to the XM1, the base XM1, you were beating on alpha and penetration all day long. You're still losing the DPM race. You got more hit points, though. You're probably going to have more hit points than all of these tanks, just give you fair warning. You have crappier armor. And I will say, including weak points, you have a lot crappier armor. In all respects, from all sides. You're slower, but you have a quicker acceleration, just so you know. And you're going to lose the vision game again. I know this is a premium vehicle. Anybody can buy it. You're losing the vision game. Excuse me. Gun depression-wise, you're losing. Reload time, you're losing. Accuracy, you're losing. Targeting time, you're winning by the skin of your teeth. So why would you take this tank? There's reasons. There's good reasons. Now let's compare it to the upgraded XM1. Upgraded XM1 gets no armor upgrade. Its sabot shell is still significantly weaker than your sabot. It better be. It's a 105 versus a 152. And the XM1 is going to get more slots than you for retrofits. Be prepared for that. That means the XM1 could have more fire, could have better soft stats than you because he has more retros. Looking at the Leopard. The stock Leopard 2 AV. Again, you have the higher alpha. You see where this is going. Alpha, 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 alpha damage. Take advantage. You have higher penetration. You ain't got the damage per minute. You barely got the hit points. You technically have better hull armor, but you have significantly worse, turret armor. However, when I say you have better hull armor, you actually have weak spots on your lower plate, whereas the Leopard 2 AV does not. You're actually the same speed just about. I mean, you get a little bit more acceleration, but not really. And you're losing the vision game! No surprise! You lose. Okay, MBT-70, just going to go ahead and tell you, now that we've gone through all of them, you lose the vision game. Period. You're going to get outspotted. There, I said it. It has the Leopard 2 AV has a little bit better gun depression, but doesn't traverse as quickly. Yeah, you have the better traverse out of all these tanks so far. In a quick and dirty brawl, you might get around. Worse accuracy, but a significantly better aim time. Let's take a look at the fully upgraded Leopard 2 AV. So, fully upgraded. Again, your sabot. Just better. It's flat out, round for round, better. Matter of fact, I think the Leopard 2 AV's heat round... Yeah, the Leopard 2 AV's heat round doesn't even do as much damage as your sabot. Again, the Leopard 2 AV is going to have more retrofits than you, though. And is going to get extra fire control systems and things to improve its accuracy and aim time. Be aware of this. Be wary. So, how do you pen this monstrosity? A lot of people would say shoot it there, but that is actually incorrect. You shoot it on the inside of these two tow cables as a good weak point on the hull. On the turret, the base of this telescopic viewport is a full penetration. These viewports are partial penetrations. This over here, oddly enough, believe it or not, because it passes through this device and then hits this cupola, is a penetrating spot. But you have to have really high pen to pass through here and penetrate this cupola behind it. Otherwise, you just wait for him to give you the slightest angle. The slightest angle. 75 millimeter sides. The slightest angle on these tracks penetrates all day long. Commanders I recommend for this vehicle. I personally recommend Freya, who I'm still training. Your other option is Victor. They're your two really good go-to people for this particular vehicle. Crew skills. Smooth ride, of course. Quick draw, reduce that already fast aim time. I would then recommend getting Do the Twist and either off-road driving or spin it to win it. Because you already have a very good traverse speed, why not take advantage and make yourself even quicker? Ammunition loadout. Focus on the Sabo, but bring a good number of heat shells because your heat shell is pretty damn devastating and has decent penetration. And for whenever you absolutely have to have it, shillelagh! Only use this if you're firing at a tank of higher tier and you can pre-aim before they poke out. Otherwise, this missile is probably going to get you killed for trying to use it. And it doesn't do, and the missile actually does less damage than your heat round. Retrofit wise, I recommend you get the hull reinforcer because you already have the highest hit points at the tier. Well, no, you don't. You actually have the lowest because without the hull reinforcement, I'd be lower. Yeah, I recommend this. You gotta have it. Air induction cleaner to increase your acceleration because you already have the highest acceleration of all the MBTs. Why not have that and increase your traverse speed? And magnetic actuator to reduce your aim time and increase your already massively damaging gun. Consumables. Spare parts, med kit, fire extinguisher, field maintenance kit. Nothing special. So, we now know how to hurt this thing. We know how to make it hurt other things. Let's go take it out on the battlefield for a test drive. As you can see, I'm not actually driving today. Hetty is.
APS up.
A lot of people might criticize me for this, but Hetty's offered me the replays. And I don't have all the time in the world to go play Armored Warfare. Especially with Qualifier on right now. And with end of the school year stuff. So, Hetty's driving. If you guys want to upload some perhaps videos to Google Drive and send them to me, you go right ahead. I would enjoy it. But in the meantime, Hetty is driving.
Driver correct. Affirmative. Gunner getting the target. Affirmative.
As you can see, Hetty has outfitted his tank for reload speed. So he's got it all the way down to 11.69 seconds to get around in. Good job. Which is a legitimate outfitting. Since this thing has such a long reload, you may want to just decrease the reload down as much as possible. But remember, you're really relying on that alpha punch to kill things. Not so much your rate of fire. So it's your personal call. I prefer reducing the already quick aim time, quick for, you know, tier 6 MBT, and increasing my damage since I already do a boatload of damage. Which basically means I minimize my exposure to do extra damage.
Identify target. Hostile.
Hetty is running into another MBT-70. Ooh, he got lucky there. The other MBT-70 though did not.
Identify. Hostile tank.
Hetty wisely gets his ass down. And is now looking to ford this river. Because he's a boat! Hetty, I don't know what you're doing. You're not a boat. Get out of the river. And there's an MBT-2 who apparently thinks he's a boat now, too. That heady pings to get people to draw attention to.
Identify. Hostile tank.
Ooh. Poor Challenger. I mean, that's a Chieftain. Never mind. Poor Chieftain. Which, as you can see, the Chieftain actually has more hit points than Hetty. You got lucky, Hetty. Oh no, he pinned you. He pinned you and hurt you and everything. Better pull back. If that Chieftain were smart, he would have pulled up and taken another shot. Ooh. Round dipped just perfect on that one. Ah. That poor Chieftain is now in a lot of pain. Hetty knows it. Look now for that other MBT-70 though, because that other MBT-70 could absolutely ruin his day. And he's got a shot. Ah, 8 went into the tracks and then just went straight up him. Didn't really have a side shot there, Head. Try it again.
Ammo up. Identify.
Chieftain ricochets. He's looking for that guy. He knows if he pulls out and just kills the Chieftain, he's going to get shot in the side. So he's being really conservative. I would go for the... Oh! We got a starship. Ah! What a miss. But his M60, his super patent friend, is pulled up here to provide some fire support. Starship damages his gun, but doesn't really issue any real damage. And he's already used his repair kit, though. Poor Chief. Down to 5 hit points. That was a low roll. Why are you playing with your food, Hetty? Kill it.
Target locked. Target immobilized.
Of course.
Track is hit.
I really advise you guys manually aim all of your shots in Armored Warfare for that very reason. You never know when it's just going to go screw you. Your center mass doesn't work. Eddie's gun is damaged, which means he has to take longer to aim, but ooh. An overmatch on the side of a T-72. That's painful. Team is technically losing right now. Finish off that MBT-70 and they are being capped. And he's got a beautiful shot at this Belgilet Panzer who's just ricocheting now and takes him out. He's now got to go against this T-72 one-on-one.
Identify target. Hostile truck.
Ooh. Ooh. Up 72's fired. Now she's... Ah, tracks! Right in the commander's hatch. For the kill with the heat shell, and the turret rolls across the road. Nice shot.
Identify. Hostile
Enemy is
truck.
still capping. Eddie is zooming in. Oh. Eddie explains commander's hatch.
Identify. Hostile truck.
Oh! Somebody just got wrecked. Enemy has 25 seconds to get back and reset this.
Identify. Hostile tank.
I think Eddie hit something. Examine that T-72A with a heat shell. And that thing looks like it has the ERA upgrades. Not gonna happen, but it is a nice immobilization. Ah, he had a repair kit ready to go.
Hostile PC.
Oh, this guy's rushing past. They're gonna reset.
Target's gone.
And he's rushing back to help his allies as the Chieftain is holding off the
Identify
BMD-2.
target. Hostile tank.
It's 4-on-4. And there's no enemy, and it's all MBTs versus light tanks, an AFV, and a tank destroyer. Ooh. Speed and mobility versus armor and firepower.
Identify target. Hostile truck. Target locked on.
Oh! That's a slap. And Hetty is right on his ass. He's got nowhere to go unless somebody tracks Hetty right now. Oof. Takes one in the butt, but delivers a killing blow. He's turning it around. VFM, you're not going. Oh, VFM's running. VFM's running. Or is he? He's pinned down by two MBTs. The Chieftain's on his way back, having dealt with the BMD. And he comes on over. Boom! That's why you play this tank. That satisfying 152 millimeter boom stick is why you play this
Identify
tank.
target. Hostile truck. Target locked.
Ooh, 6 kills. 6 kills. Take a look at his stats for this one. Again, I'll be back to playing regular Armored Warfare very soon. So Hetty has racked up Master Gunner medal because he hit with most of his shots. The Ace Tanker for 5 or more kills, which is basically this game's version of Top Gun. Highest XP on his team. And Recon in the shitty spotting tank. I stand corrected, Hetty. You got a Recon. What the hell is that shit? 34,000. What? How much damage did you do? Other than that Chieftain's entire hit point pool. Wow. That's why you play this tank, because that alpha damage, when used properly, is devastating. Do I recommend this as a premium tank? Yes. It is by far the best beginner premium vehicle in the game right now, because it's the only MBT. It's the most forgiving, and it's so satisfying. But if you can't afford it, totally understand. Go with a Xylo or an Abbott. Otherwise, if you want a main battle tank, this is it. This is your tank. Like, if you want to see what high-tier main battle tanks are like, this is what you want. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review and this gameplay of the MBT-70. I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button and share this on social media. I say that every time, and it is absolutely helpful to the channel. If you want to support the channel, you can click on the Patreon page, or you can click on the ad at the end of the video. If you would like to see more stuff by me, Fiaura, then subscribe! Totally! Previous Armored Warfare videos right there. It's a review of the ERC-90 F4 tank destroyer. And that's about it. I'll see you guys on live stream tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys. The thing doesn't have very good elevation, so that's something you're going to have to work around. As you just saw, the elevation kind of sucks. But great rate of fire. Nice pinpoint accuracy there. And it hits! With the sniper bonus and everything, it hits like a truck. The elusive expeditionary tank. Elusive, isn't it? That is an Abrams. Wait, an Abrams? On medium? Yep, an Abrams on medium. Now the nice part is, since you have such a fast reload rate, and if you had Freya in this thing, you can switch that ammunition really quick, because it's only